Anyone who knows my transformation knows that it's a bit of a weird one. I've done a specific video to my entire fitness journey up until this point. I'll link that at the end of this one. But for now, we are here to represent a realistic transformation, a transformation that you guys can expect if you put a little bit of work in. The idea for this video actually came about purely from me searching the internet for a video of a transformation that was actually relatable, something that was understandable to the average Joe, someone who just enjoys going to the gym, not a professional bodybuilder, not a professional powerlifter, nothing of the sort. Someone who just likes to go to the gym because it makes them feel better and they can look a little bit better too. Today, I'm here to show you that. With all these different transformation videos out there, you do never know whose is actually natural and whose is unnatural. There are some honest people out there, yes, but there is plenty, and way more than you would think, that try and pull the wool over your eyes just to sell a few training plans. I assume if you're watching this video, if you're watching this channel overall, you share the same love for the gym, but you have no real aspiration to be Mr. Olympia. You do just want to look a bit better. But are your results too fast? Are they too slow? Are they normal? No one has any idea because there's so much mixed messages out there on social media. So I'm here to clear that up a little bit today. One thing I've always said is that the gym is a part of my life. It is not my entire life. It's a big part of my life, and it's a part of my life that I love. It's my favorite kind of hobby. I mean, aside from making videos and stuff, but I make videos a lot to do with the gym a lot of the time. I mean, it's just my life, which, again, a lot of it is the gym. So with that in mind, this whole kind of bulking and cutting thing, I always take it with a grain of salt, and I do kind of essentially what I want along the way, because I'm not a professional bodybuilder. I have no aspiration to be. I'd love to compete one day, but not anytime soon, you know. I'd love to do it one day for the experience, and then, I mean, some people say that you do it once and then you kind of get hooked. I don't plan on that, but, you know, it could happen. So never say never sort of thing, but I would love to compete one day, just not yet. So I don't need to be on it with every single macro, on it with every single friggin' teeny tiny little detail. I just don't need to do that. It's far too much stress. The gym is something that I love, and making videos is something that I love, and if focusing in on that too much just takes over the enjoyment of it, for me personally anyway. And I like to define my transformation into 3 different sections. The first of which being the skinny phase. I like to call it the skinny phase anyway. The rugby phase, the before I started going to the gym phase. I've always been physically active, played every sport under the sun, but I was skinny. I had the strength, the raw kind of power there that was needed for the sports, but I was never big. From there, within a short 6-month period, we actually went to what I now call first year fat. That is exactly what it says on the tin. We went to university, we were in first year at university, and we got fat real fast. In the space of about 6 months, we put on about 50 pounds. It's something stupid like 2 to 3 pounds per week, every single week. From there, we can move on to stage 3, whatever you want to call where I'm at right now. Let's go with something like, yeah, we can tell he goes to the gym, but he's not that big. Let's go with something like that. All of this has been over the time span of 4 years. I've been training for just over 4 years now. I started maybe 4 years and a month or 2 ago, as of the time of filming this. Over those 4 years, we have seen very, very slow, but very steady and consistent results. Improved strength, decreased weight, because you got to remember, first year fat was essentially my starting point. We had that skinny phase at the beginning, but we weren't going to the gym. So my official kind of starting point was actually at the first year fat phase. In terms of you progressing your numbers and progressing your lifts and progressing your physique, that is going to be down to a few different things. That's going to be down to your genetics for one, People are going to have different genetic limitations, right? Different muscles are going to grow at different paces. Doesn't matter how much you train chest, if you've got crap chest genetics, it won't grow. Doesn't matter how much you train legs, if you have crap leg genetics, they won't grow as fast as your triceps or whatever. You get the point, right? So you have to bear that in mind. You cannot really be comparing yourselves to all of these different transformations that you not only see on YouTube, but you see on Instagram and now TikTok, and it's just freaking everywhere. Twitter, you name it, it's up there. So what kind of results can you guys expect to see in 4 years? Well, that is entirely dependent upon a few different things as well. Those things include, one, how much time you have to put into the gym. How much time are you willing to take out of your day, out of your week, out of every single year to train? How much time do you have to actually put into that? From there, you have to then filter it down even further and think, from the time that I have available, how much am I actually willing to put into the gym? So if you have enough for 4 sessions per week, but you don't want to go 4 times per week, you're not going to follow a 4-day plan because that's not optimal for you. So if that's not for you, accept that, take a step back and think, okay, that won't be the best thing for me. Let me follow a 3-day plan. Let's say you want to commit to 6 days per week, but it's just that bit too much. Start on a 5-day plan. All of these things have to be kind of taken into account, because if you follow a plan that is not optimized for yourself, you'll wind up skipping days, or you'll wind up skipping exercises, or just something, and you're not going to get the most optimal progress. This is a stage, this is a phase, or whatever you want to call it, that we've all been through and don't necessarily realize it at the time. It's just something that comes kind of with time. You get to know yourself, you get to know your body, and over the 4 years, I've got a little bit better at that myself. But regardless of how fast or how slow or how well or how badly you think you are doing fine. As I say all the time on this channel, none of us here, well, some of us, maybe some of us, but hardly any of us here are really trying to be Mr. Olympia. We're just trying to do something that is good for our health, good for our physique, good for our mental and physical health. We're gonna look and feel a little bit better just from going to the gym, right? And if you do commit a certain amount of time, whether that's 6 months, 18 months, 5 years, you will eventually start to develop results that you are proud of. You are proud of yourself, you accept where you're at, you know where you can be, and you kind of work out how to get there. We've still got 10 pounds, more than 10 pounds to go to get to the weight that we want to get to this summer, right? I feel like it almost might be a bit of a blessing in disguise, summer shredding being delayed, because it allows me to take the approach that I like to take to dieting, right? I can take it slower. I can take my time, half a pound, a friggin' month, and get there. Not a month, maths is all wrong, but you get the point, you get the principle of what I'm saying. I can take it a lot more steadily, preserve the muscle mass that I have worked my friggin' ass off to make. I feel like I've made great progress in this bulk. I only bulked for like 6 months, but I feel like it went really friggin' well. I don't want to then diet down super duper fast and lose all of that because I have to diet so fast. It's allowing me, it's giving me the opportunity, I should say, to take my time with it a little bit more. Since this little talk, they have actually released a bit more information. I actually released a video yesterday about summer shredding. This is kind of what I'm referring to, the summer shredding dates being October 10th, my final date. Go and check out yesterday's video, I'll link it at the end of this one if you have not already seen that. But the thing I am excited about the most, especially for this year, is that right now at 169 pounds, I'm already way leaner than what I was this time last year at 165 pounds. I'm at a higher body weight with a lower body fat, and I'm still gonna take off 10 more pounds. That's the goal for this year, to reach 159 pounds, just to see where we're at. I've never been that lean. I can't remember a time, and there probably isn't a time where I've actually been that body fat percentage. I have no idea what I'm gonna look like, but I'm excited to find out. So this next kind of 2, 3, 4 months, 13 weeks until summer shredding comes around, is gonna be very, very, very exciting. So stick around here if you are new and hit that subscribe button. Only 2 weeks after the deadline of summer shredding, we're gonna have a delayed Body Power 2020 weekend. Hopefully all goes well and hopefully all goes ahead with that. But the moral of today's video, I want you guys to take away, is that you are doing fine. Please, 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 please stop comparing yourselves to these ridiculous, unnatural transformations that you see that claim to be lifelong natural. What happens when people disappear for 6 months and then all of a sudden they come back with lifetime natural in their Instagram bio? That's a red flag if I've ever seen one before. So focus on the basics, do them well, do them consistently, and you will see results. And the chances are you'll probably look a hell of a lot better than me after 4 years, I'll tell you that. So I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video, and I hope you took something from it. Please consider sticking around, subscribe if you are new, drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Together we will grow, and I will see you in the next one.